Sometimes you print an eBay label and you're like, where did my eBay label go? And it's in the paid and shipped orders tab where you can reprint the label. You can see all of your sales and go from there. Now, here it is directly on eBay. And this is going to be one of the biggest areas, the most important areas of your eBay lifetime, because if you're not shipping your orders, and then you're not getting paid, right? So this is the customer paid and you already shipped the order. So you can click view order details and you can check more into the actual order details. You can see how you shipped it, check the tracking, make sure you actually did ship it, right? Make sure they actually scanned the barcode, how many you have left, all that fun stuff. And kind of just go from there. So that's going to be one of your main areas to go. Now, it does get a little bit messy, this area. So does the all orders tab. But there's also other tabs in here that are super important. This is all in your orders tab on ebay.com. So you definitely want to check them out. I'm going to be showing you the other tabs very briefly. This is the all orders tab. Now, there are a lot of orders. I'm just not showing them. But there's a lot of orders here, like 140. It does get really messy. But this is a way to kind of just go through all of your orders and just triple check everything's there. All of the tracking's updated, even though sometimes eBay's a little bit slow at updating tracking, right? So keep that in mind. Don't stress over that. But you want to kind of focus on the priority, right? And obviously paid and shipped is great, but you already shipped it. You want to focus on the ones that haven't been shipped yet. And that's going to be awaiting shipment. This is going to be the first thing you do when you come to the office. Let's get all these awaiting shipments out today, right? Drop off at USPS. Hopefully you schedule a pickup, FedEx, UPS, whatever you want to do. But you can click get shipping label and just kind of just print these out one at a time. You can double check the date sold and the date that it has to ship by. If you don't ship it by that date, you can get in some serious trouble, which we're going to be going over shortly. But if you are printing the label, you can kind of just go here, and this is what the printing label looks like. If you're going through eBay directly, that's my recommendation because they back you 100% if the package is lost. But go through the ounces, the dimensions, the services. You can go to eBay, FedEx, UPS, USPS. I would do USPS. As long as you're purchasing it directly on eBay, you're pretty good to go. So USPS, they do the free pickups. They've got $100 in included insurance. Not bad. If it gets lost and stolen, you can file it with USPS and they will give you a check in the mail. Also, you can get liability coverage, which I definitely recommend for any item probably above $200, and anything item above $750, eBay pretty much requires a signature. If you don't do a signature and it gets lost, then eBay won't cover it. But if it's $749, eBay will cover it. Now you can go through some custom text, all that fun stuff, just to make sure everything is good to go, right? Custom text is going to be text on the label, so you can kind of remind yourself. Maybe if it's a yellow tennis ball, or you sell blue tennis balls, you kind of just make sure you know, it's like a little reminder for yourself most of the time. Now, efficiency hack is going to be batching everything. So once you start getting a lot of orders, you're just going to come to your awaiting shipments tab, click this button, click shipping, and you can just ship them all at once. You can have automated back-end details, so it already knows what you want to ship and then prints it out for you, and you're kind of good to go. That's what's going to be the system. After that, you're going to go back to the paid and shipped tab just to make sure maybe in a day or two that everything has been properly scanned, everything has been properly shipped, because you do not want a late shipment rate on eBay. What happens when you ship out products late is they have a metric. Once you hit that 3% or higher metric, then your listings are going to get hidden. They're not going to be found. Your sales are going to decrease by around 90%, and it's going to be a terrible day for you. The only way to get out is to increase your sales and get that late shipment rate less. That's shipping out on time, shipping out early, do whatever you have to do in order to do that. Now, again, they have the date sold and they have the ship by date. You can see this one was sold on December 18th. We have until December 22nd to actually ship them out. That gives us 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, practically 5 days, maybe 4 days. And that really gives us a lot of room to breathe and relax. Now, it's only giving us extra days because it is the weekend coming up. Yep, coming up. So just keep that in mind at the end of the day. You want to have some handling time in your listing if you're getting a little bit hectic and you start shipping out late, which happens, right? Now we're talking about the other ones right here, the return preferences, the automate feedback, and the shipping preferences, which are all very important at the end of the day. Now we have the return preferences. This is going to be super important because you don't want to deal with returns that are BS. Sometimes people are going to order a tennis ball from you. They're going to use the tennis ball and then they're going to say, look, I want to return it. And now you have to kind of like go back and forth with them. What you want to do is right when they submit a return request, you have an automation in place where if they say, didn't like it, didn't work well, whatever it is, it automatically denies it. It's automatically only going to accept it if eBay forces us to accept it. They can only force us to accept it if it means buyers can get their money back if their item didn't arrive, is fault or damaged, or doesn't match the listing, right? So pretty much if I ship them a football instead of a tennis ball, right, then they can get a full refund. Makes sense. Selling preferences. This is going to be leaving automatic feedback. This is how you're going to get more positive feedback. You got to give to get sometimes, especially as a seller on eBay. So keep that in mind. You can edit your stored comments, make them really fun. And then shipping preferences, which is super important, having the right shipment preferences, invoices, allow invoice requests. That's an interesting one. If you wanted to try that out, combine shipping rules, rates, shipping tables. This is going to be for international shipments, which you may start getting into once you do become a long-term eBay seller. Now, I went through a lot in this video. You didn't just learn one thing, you learned multiple things. And this is just a few of these things should help you. If you did learn something new, drop a like. And if you are an eBay seller, I highly recommend subscribing to our channel because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your eBay journey. Contact us at ehpconsultinggroup.com. It's right here. But there's also a link right in the description that has that where you can contact us and you can schedule a call. So that way our experts are going to come in and help you on eBay. If you wanted to generate more sales, find different products, you name it, we got it. We specialize in eBay, Amazon, and Walmart. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group, signing out.